Hey, Ryan?
Yes, yes.
So today we have a Prashant Trivedi with us. He is a guru for now and an expert in Vedic knowledge. So welcome, Prashant.
Yes, yes, yes.
So I would like to discuss with you today a topic of the truth. So if you could give us more light about the term, as it is very often misunderstood, and especially I'm very interested to hear some of your comments, because one of the yoga principle, which is stated by Patanjali, is Satya. So if you could say also something about that part, I would be very pleased.
Okay. The term truth and sat, which is Satya in Sanskrit. Okay, Satya is the and truth is the English equivalent. Like it's not exactly the same, but it is the closest English equivalent to that. The word Satya means actually the pure principles which govern this multiverse. Okay, so there are undeniable pure principles which govern this multiverse, universe, whatever you want to call it, Brahmand in Sanskrit. Okay, there are pure principles. Okay, so those are not changeable. Okay, so they are in a way eternal. Okay, okay. There are, which is, so those things, the Satya applies to those principles. Okay, it doesn't apply to what people consider, like right now there are books behind you, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that's a fact.
Yeah,
it's a fact that there are books behind you right now. Okay, this is a fact. Okay, but I can say there are no books behind you right now. Okay.
Okay.
So when I say either there are books behind you or there are no books behind you, both things have nothing to do with Satya.
Okay, I see.
Either of these statements have nothing to do with Satya. Why? Because Satya is only to do with pure principles which govern the multiverse, in principle, in toto, in eternality. Okay, so that's where the word Sanatan, Sanskrit Sanatan, is associated with the word Satya. Satya Sanatan.
Okay.
Sanatan means eternal for all time. Okay, now these whatever things are behind you, they are called books right now in today's language. Neither these things will always be there or not will be there. Okay. Okay. There's nothing to do with eternality, this whole thing. Okay. We call them books right now, we can call them something else. Okay. Now, if I say that they are not books, okay, I might be right in some way. Because they don't actually carry any information about the
pure principles.
Pure principles, right? So I would be right in saying that too. Okay. Okay, what I'm saying is, so you have to understand that's what Satya actually means. Okay, Satya is not a very like, there are some basic facts sort of things in this world. Okay, there are factual things, you can point out facts. It's always good to point out facts. Okay, oh, this is an apple, this is an orange. Orange is different from an apple, apple is different from an orange. Okay, these are facts which it's good for any beginner to point that out. You know, when you're children, you learn different things like A for this thing, B for that, C for, okay, you're learning to differentiate different objects and different things in the universe, and you are labeling them, and this kind of thing is happening. Okay, but none of this has got to do with Satya.
Okay,
none of that. It's a good exercise to be more factual, okay, in this world, on this realm, but it's not, you can't use the word Satya in that I read some Satya just because I'm being factual about different objects and things.
So this first principle, which Patanjali actually meant, is just repeating the pure principles. Is that correct? So this is what he meant by telling by Satya, or
like Satya is what Krishna revealed Arjuna. Patanjali has nothing to do with that, any of that.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. So Satya was what Krishna revealed to Arjun, right? That is Satya means that is the pure principles he revealed, like which always apply and always that thing. You can always say that and that thing. Patanjali things are there in 1,000 years, they're there, another 2,000 years, they might not be there, or 1,000 years or 100 years. Okay, it's nothing to do with pure principles.
Okay, I see.
Okay, I mean, you can, like, for example, know that a fruit tastes like this right now, like a fruit. Okay, you can say like it tastes like this. Now, this fruit exists on Earth this time, at this time on Earth. Another time it might not exist.
Yeah.
Okay, so when it existed, it had this taste. Okay, that's when, but now it doesn't exist. So there is no satya in these kind of things.
I see.
Okay.
So could you give then some example of what is satya then?
Yes,
so
yes.
so what kind of
satya is
pure
like, for example,
principle?
Yeah, a pure principle. I give you an example. No being can own another being in this multiverse. Okay, that's a pure principle. Okay, so now that can be applied anytime. It doesn't depend in time. It doesn't depend on a fruit existing, not existing, what its taste is or not is, what those beings are, which beings are there. There are beings which are existing from the beginning of the creation.
Yeah.
They'll exist till the end of creation, right? But this will always apply. And never will you find that this does not apply. Any being which tries to disturb this principle or go against it and tries will find for themselves they can try and they'll find out that it does apply. That's all.
Okay.
So different beings at different time in history, present, or that thing, they have tried to control other beings. It has always happened. But no one has been able to do it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's a pure principle. This is one of the things. Okay, now there's more scientific things. Okay, which are pure principles. Like the thing regarding the structure of the multiverse or whatever. Like there's a structure like that thing that things are based on golden ratio. Okay, on in the basic, I think the fractals and things like that. Okay, which is the structure related facts. Okay, so when Brahma does creation in the beginning, he does it on the basis of some pure principles of creation. I mean, everything has to happen on some certain blueprint of a plan. Okay.
Yeah.
Like now, there are certain parts of that blueprint are the sonic codes called Ved. So Ved are, those sounds are the pure building blocks of creation, and there are structures of creation. How you create a world.
Yeah.
Just like how you create a program, how you create a software to create a world. All of these are pure principles.
Yeah.
They are not based on like there is no lie actually possible in them.
Yeah, in Polish, truth means pravda, so which is somehow related to the word praveda, so like before Veda. So if you could, if we could translate it from Polish language, so
which is connected to the eternal knowledge.
Yeah.
Ved means the ancient Ved, which is the initial knowledge blueprint of this multiverse.
Yeah.
And in this, the word lie is not possible even. In the real Satya, lie is not possible. In other things, okay, I can say that there is a book or not a book. There is always two different things possible, right?
Yeah.
I can say that like the book is there, or I can say the book is not there. Both sides are possible. In actual Satya, the second side does not exist.
Okay.
Does not exist.
That's very interesting. So
it just does not exist. So in actual eternal, that thing you can't really lie. There's no lie. Lie is not possible.
Yes. Yeah, so that's why Krishna cannot be called a liar when he has stolen the butter and he told that he wasn't.
Yeah, so I mean, by doing that, when he's saying that he has not taken the butter, okay, he's actually showing that principle that this is not what Satya is about.
Yes.
whether he ate the butter or not is not of any consequence for Satya. I mean, that you can play, tease, anything, or you can say anything. That is because on both those things, either you are eaten or not eaten, both possibilities exist. But you can say either of them. And any people who think that is something to do with truth and I am being truthful if I just always say that I'll eat the butter, then they will never understand the Satya principle.
Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, because you'll be caught in that. You think this is what it is.
Yes. Yeah, that's true. Probably you are the first person who actually explains what is Satya. So many people talking about the truth, but has no idea what is.
I mean, that's why they are called truthers. They are truthers in this world, right? Like truthers they think they have gotten the truth of this or truth of that, or truthers and stuff like that in this plane now. Okay, but they are getting very happy with some facts about something, little facts.
Yeah.
Okay. So then they are not going for the actual eternal facts and truths which are always going. So their eye is never going on that because you get happy with little facts from here, and you start calling that the truth and Satya. Okay, but Satya has to be continuous. Like for example, right now, if someone finds the truth about who is running the world, it's not these companies, or these companies are actually controlled by this company, or that person is controlling them. Okay, this is just facts. Okay, which is right now, there are some facts like that which exist right now. That's the situation in the present. Okay, but that doesn't make any big, that thing in the whole sense of the whole life of the Brahmand or the universe, or the whole what is going to happen in the future. Like that's a very tiny little speck of something in the present. Okay. Okay. So that's not where it's at.
Okay.
Like I'm not saying that people should not do that, or people should not. People should face the facts.
Yeah.
In the present. Okay, I'm not against that. I'm saying that they should come to know more and more facts. I'm saying I'm not against that, but I'm saying, but you shouldn't call it Satya.
Okay, so yeah, so we should not.
That will be a wrong label for it. Okay, Satya is always Sanatana internal. It's nothing to do with this present politics or present situation or present dynamics or present anything. Just like whether in the present you have those books or not behind you. It's not.
Yeah,
that is not really bothered about it.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I think so. Then the term Satya. Maybe if you could also say a few words about the thing that you have written in your Gita, so that Satyam Shivam Sundaram. If you could elaborate a little bit more about this part as well.
Okay, so Satya is truth. The Satya is Shiv is beauty.
Yeah.
Shivam Sundaram. Okay. Now, what is Shiv principle? Shiv principle is the knowledge of the rules, laws, blueprint of this Brahman.
Okay.
That's Shiv principle. So, I mean, that is the actual Satya. What is, from a very core level.
Okay.
And the more you stick to it, the more you have knowledge of it, the more beauty there is. Okay.
Yeah.
The lack of knowledge, understanding of that leads to what is called ugliness, the opposite of beauty.
Yeah.
Okay. So the more you are in tune with it, like first you know it, then you're in tune with it. Okay. So that is Satya, Shiv, Sundar. Okay.
Okay. So where is this part coming from? So is it from some Veda or?
Yeah. I mean, that is the basic. See, Ved are just the sonic codes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, sound codes. Okay, which are like for creating the word. Word makes the world. So Brahma used sounds to create like right now, all our software is based on what? Which we are talking through all of 0, 1.
Yeah.
0, 1, everything is based on 0, 1, like which we are talking through all of this. This is a creation based on 0 and 1, just two variables.
Yeah.
Okay. Now imagine you take 50 instead of 2.
Yeah.
What your creation will be much more complex. than the creation of just zeros and ones.
Yes.
Okay. That's why the virtual reality and all of that cannot compete with that, because their variables, starting variables, are just two.
Yeah.
No matter how much you try in that, you cannot come to that thing. So this is another basic satya.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that is, so Satyam Shivam Sundaram is a basic Vedic tenet, you can say, Vedic tenet, like that thing which will always be true. Like as long as the Brahman exists, this will, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And real beauty will only come out of that knowing at the basic core level of Satyas. Do you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
Shiv always knows all Satyas. Any being will say anything, it'll know the Satya of that.
Yeah.
Being can say any 100,000 things, but Shiv will so know that that's not, this is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So when because, yeah, so what does it mean then to tell the truth then? So to tell only this?
Yeah, like people don't, people can just speak the facts in this world sometimes, to the best of their ability.
Not the truth, yeah, so the facts.
Yeah, not Satya. Like Satya, you have to know and learn.
Yeah, okay.
Satya is not something which is available out everywhere, in the wall and everywhere. So if you look at a wall and say this is a wall, I mean, that's not, you're not reaching anywhere Satya or anything.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Right.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it has to be learned. That's why Guru's tradition was there, and whatever Satya they knew, up to the level they know, they can impart, you can learn from them. Okay. Then if you need more than that, then you go to something being which knows more than that, and you learn from it.
Yes.
So that was the whole Guru tradition in the Vedic. So that's exactly where that comes into it. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I think for this part it will be, I think, sufficient. So my gratitude for that. So if you could maybe switch to another topic, which would be the topic of the divine within. So you have mentioned in your Gita that in this real student disciple part, that we could choose as a guru divine in ourselves, or divine within. So if you could maybe elaborate a little bit about this part, so how we should understand it.
Okay. For that also, again, we have to use Sanskrit terms again, because English will create confusion. So I will use some Sanskrit terms.
Okay.
So what is the core of every being here? Okay, your body. Okay, every being. The core of that is Atma.
Yeah.
Atma. In Sanskrit, it's called Atma. Okay, so that is the core of every being. So now that is called the divine spark in English.
Yes.
Like a divine spark. Okay. Okay. So it's not the word spirit. Okay. Because the word spirit still means your bodies, your other bodies, which are not your physical body, the bodies which come out of you, your astral body and other bodies, they are also called spirit. We are talking about the core of any being, the very center point. Okay, that center point is Atma. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, Atma will have certain amount of knowing, like at the very core center, right? Knowing of what? Knowing of that Satya. How much of that Satya?
Yes.
Now, you can't say that everyone's Atma will know all of that Satya. If some Atma knows all the Satya, then that will be Paramatma. It will not be, that term will change.
Is it only one Paramatma in the world, or could
Paramatma can only be one? Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Others are Atma. Atmas can be of different level.
Okay.
I mean, the Jiva Atmas can be from a Rishi level to animal. Okay, to any level. I mean, now how much Satya Rishi knows, and the Atmic level is different from how much other beings know at an Atmic level. The level of Satya, they know. Okay. So right now, in this day and age, okay, we have problems with mind. Okay. Right? Because a lot of influences come on the mind. Okay, so which is called mind programming and mind blah blah. Like, okay, all the advertisements, everything, the whole world is hitting at your mind, right?
Yes.
So which is misguiding your mind. Okay, and it's creating confusion in your mind. Okay. So at that time, and then a lot of times people don't even find any teacher or gurus outside, like which will guide them the right way or tell them the thing.
Yeah.
So what is the best thing to do for that time is to at least go within yourself.
Yeah.
To the root level.
How we could do it?
I mean, that's what meditation. That's called meditation.
Okay.
Okay. And control of the body.
Yeah.
Controlling the body to go within, so that you don't let the mental body affect you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you are bypassing. When you control the physical body, you try to bypass the physical body, then the mental body, then you try to bypass the other bodies inside, emotional body, the current sharir, and every kind of sharir inside, and finally get to that center point. Okay. So from the center point, you will definitely get some advice, which is much better than the chatter of your mind.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or some fake gurus.
Yeah, or fake gurus, or any of these things. Okay. Okay. So it will be better than that, right?
Yeah.
It'll be more actually clarity creating.
Yeah.
Than confusion creating. Okay.
Yeah.
Confusion happening in the mind, right? Or mental level, or emotional level, all of these levels, all kinds of, and there's all inputs coming in completely, and sciences are taking in inputs, and it's going into the mind, and then there's a complete craziness going on out there. Okay. Yeah. And right now the bombardment through the senses is much more in this yuga.
Yeah.
Right now. Okay. So then people get so many inputs and they get completely befuddled and completely. So they this going up to the atmic level through work, through which was taught in Vedic things, to control the body, discipline the body.
Yeah.
So that you can actually have connection to the atmic level. Okay. And when you have connection to the atmic level, you can actually really understand whose atmic level is more than you.
Okay.
Because an Atma can tell that this Atma knows more than me, or like really, or knows what more than me, the Satya.
Yeah.
Okay. So beings earlier times, how they could decide whom to study under or what thing is from the Atmic level only. This decision was not made in the mind. Right now, people try to make all decisions from where? The mind.
From mind, yes.
Yeah. But these decisions are not made from mind.
No.
Mind can have any confusion, and mind can say different things different times.
Yeah.
Today, it might say this is okay and good. Tomorrow, it might say this is not. Okay. There is no continuity in mind. I'm saying it's changeable.
Yeah.
Mind is changeable. Atma is much more stable.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah. Right. The stability of Atma is not, and stability of mind cannot be compared to each other at all.
Yes.
Okay. So to go into Atmic level also helps you find your actual real guru. Because then you meet another Atma, which is got more that thing, and then you become the disciple, and then your Atma can learn that Satya and grow. That's called evolution.
Okay.
Evolution will happen of what? Like when is your body going to evolve?
No.
When I talk about the term evolution, evolution happens of what?
No, based on knowledge of Satya.
Yeah, but what is evolving? Does your body evolve?
Yeah.
I'm asking a question. Does your body evolve? Does your mind evolve? What evolves actually?
Atma.
Only Atma evolves.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
Evolution is a term only for the Atma only.
Yeah.
It's not for the physical body and that thing, or the mind, or any of these things. So who has to learn? Atma has to learn the real Satya and increase its knowledge base like that. Okay. And it will evolve through the practice. Okay. And through the power of Atma, all actions happen. For example, when your spirit leaves this physical body, okay, does this body function anymore? Does this body function when your spirit leaves the body?
No, it doesn't.
This body doesn't function. Okay.
No, it doesn't.
So is this body function by the power of body, or is this body function by the power of spirit?
Power of spirit.
Power of spirit is making the body function. Otherwise, this is just a lifeless doll. Right?
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Spirit is running. Okay. Okay. Now, what is powering the spirit?
The coherence with the Paramatma, yes.
Yeah. What is Atma is private. Atma is driving the spirit.
Yes. So you distinguish
just like
between
spirit is driving the body.
So you distinguish between the spirit and Atma, yes? So those two
Obviously. Spirit is also bodies.
I'll say one more time.
Spirit are also different bodies. Spirit is still bodies. The astral body, I said, like all the other bodies, that they form the part of spirit. The whole thing is called spirit.
Okay. I see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Like Russian dolls, like the physical body, the main outside doll, and then other dolls are inside.
Yes.
That's a spirit body. That's why it's called the spirit body. Like
okay.
It's also now this body is being run by the spirit.
Yeah.
Spirit is being run by Atma.
Yeah.
Atma's power. So our central power source is the CPU.
Okay. Paramatma.
Or is Atma.
Atma.
Yeah. Atma. Okay. CPU of the system is Atma.
Atma. Okay.
Okay. So what is going to evolve or not is the Atma. Like when your laptop changes, next generation laptops, what is the power of CPU changes in it? Like i5 was there, i3, i7, i9, these Intels are coming.
Processor,
right? Yeah. So what is actually evolving and becoming stronger? The CPU.
CPU, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, in computers also, because everything in the multiverse has to run by the same principle. Try to understand that. Like everything, I mean, laptops are not outside of this. Okay. The same way, your Atma also is the thing which is going to evolve. Okay. So it is important to function from an atmic level, which modern people are not able to function from. Because some people are a little bit too caught in the body-mind matrix.
Yeah.
To ever realize there is Atma even.
Yes.
And a lot of people don't even realize the spirit body. Forget about Atma. Atma is very far.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize that there is a spirit even, which will come out right now and when they die. Right? Why is that happening? Because they are lost in the mind and nothing.
Yeah.
So that's all. So for that, you have to do meditation. You have to do the Vedic kriyas with the physical body in order to get to the atmic level.
Yeah.
Those who won't do that will not. So they can't get the internal guidance. They will always stay confused. Either you can do that or do this work.
Yeah.
So in the Vedic, every human being had to do that work.
Yeah.
In order to function from an atmic level.
Yes.
Right now, most beings are just happy to function from a mental level.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very good point.
Yeah. So that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah. But going up to atmic level requires work. Just like digging a tunnel requires work.
Yeah.
I mean, no tunnel is done by itself. Right? I mean, you have to do something like with a physically you have, and what can you do in this life in a human being as a human? What can you do? You can just do something with your body, right?
Yeah.
You have nothing else to do. There's nothing else you can do really.
Yes.
Every action has to happen through the body.
Yeah.
So there must be some action with the body which allows you to access the atmic level.
Yeah. So what are those actions then? Meditation, yes.
That's why you start like in Lotus Ocean meditation. You go there like from the posture, centering, speech centering, speaking from the mouth, repeating pure principles, praising. A lot of things are there which a being has to do continuously for a long period of time.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you do it for 1 hour, but don't do it for another 10 hours after that. You have to keep on doing the same thing over and over again every day
Yeah.
Like waking, all the waking hours, you have to maintain that discipline with the body. The more any being does that, they will go more and closer and closer and closer to the atmic level.
Yeah.
That's it.
So how will you know that you already have reached the atmic level?
How will you come to know? Like, your confusion finishes, clarity comes in everything.
Okay.
Everybody can understand difference between confusion and clarity. And in this confused world, everybody knows what confusion is.
Yes.
Nobody needs a thesis written about confusion, everybody is very confused. James said. And clarity, is a very short quantity.
Yeah.
Is a quantity in a very short quantity. Clarity you don't find anywhere. Confusion is everywhere.
Yes.
So through a fog of confusion, if some ray of clarity is coming, you will see that ray.
Okay.
You can't miss it. If you are in a big fog, okay, in Poland or somewhere, you are in a big fog and you can't see anything anywhere. It's so strong, dense, the fog. And if some sun starts coming through, and you will know,
Okay.
Yeah. Just like externally you face that, the same thing happens internally. The same.
Yeah.
Same. So obviously that will happen. So that's the thing, and that should be the practice. That's what human beings should be practicing to function from an atmic level. Then they can find the right guru, even or right being to guide or that thing, and everything can work out much better for them.
Yeah.
Right. If they do that discipline and practice. But right now, somebody has to teach you that discipline and practice. It's because it's not written in school and books and these kind of things, and it's not made publicly available to everyone.
Yeah.
It's not there. At one point it was. That was everybody knew these things. It was not like some special education. Like now it has become that because that no one knows even the basics of human body and how to deal with the human body in order to function from an atmic level, okay, or get up to that level, okay, and to how to bypass the mind, which I explained so many times to people's mind bodies like this, totally connected right now, and they have to separate it out and then make it that thing, away from each other, so that your body doesn't immediately do what mind tells. Most people have such that right now that mind tells them to do something, they just do it. Yeah. You can't be like that. That's not what a human being is. So that's not a human state.
Yeah.
of being. Okay, so this work has to be done and it should be taught everywhere, and that's what I've been telling in Lotus Ocean. That's what Lotus Ocean is about, whole teaching people how to actually conduct their body, their physical body, diet, posture, speech, what to say, what not to say, what to pay, all of these disciplines, basically physical disciplines which connect you more to atmic level.
Yeah.
And bypass the mental.
Yeah.
Because in order to do any discipline, what you will have to do, you can't go by the mind for sure.
Yeah.
Because the moment you sit down in that, mind will say I want to do this, I want to do that.
Yeah.
And you will not do that. So you're automatically bypassing the mind, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You're automatically bypassing that. Okay, then you have reached one layer within already.
Yes.
Right. And then you keep on going. And the longer you do the practice, then you reach atmic level. And atmic level, if you function from, you won't do the kind of mistakes and wrong actions which happen through confusion of the mind. That's all.
Yeah.
So this is the way, and that's the thing, and that's what the whole Lotus Ocean, meditation is, everything is about. Right now, that's exactly the point. For everyone to reach their atmic level.
Yes.
Okay. And not be stuck on this very flimsy, very inconsistent, very confusing mental
Yes.
Mind level where you can be programmed. And people always talk about mind programming. There's so much mind programming. Mind, oh, it's mind programming. It's not Atma programming.
Yeah.
There is no Atma programming happening. It's mind programming only. Bypass the mind. Then you're done with it.
Okay. Okay. So my gratitude then.
Yeah. That's all.
Okay. Yeah. My gratitude then, and thank you so much for the interview.
Okay.